Hello, and welcome to a second look at those stories. Today we're going to talk about bonus points for creativity. Now, this phrase really comes out of the standardized testing era that many of us went through in school, where we had these phrases and standards that we were judged by because our schools were judged by them. So often, we were being taught for the test and not actually for the education we were getting. And there were two variations on this phrase that have sort of permeated through society. One is creativity counts, and the other is bonus points for creativity. And they're actually two very different ideas. Creativity counts means that you will not be marked down for creativity and that it will likely be embraced in whatever you're doing. Bonus points for creativity means that you can actually raise your score by being creative. And in the real world, bonus points for creativity almost never comes to fruition, but creativity definitely counts. Take, for example, a fancy burger. Maybe you're one of these restaurants that decides you're going to make the pepperoni pizza burger. It's a cheeseburger that tastes like a pepperoni pizza. Now, yes, that's creative, but if it's not good, no one's going to order it a second time. They're not going to come back and be like, oh, you have to try this pepperoni pizza burger. It's very creative. If someone says it's very creative, that means it's probably bad. While we appreciate the creativity, we're not going to go out of our way more than once if it's a novel thing because of the creativity. We actually see this problem a lot at restaurants where the two are conflated, where the experience of being at the restaurant is bad, but the food is creative. And other than a certain subgenre of people that really like that idea, most people want to have a good experience and they'd like for you to be creative in your problem solving and how you interact with people, but they're just looking for a good experience. So we all know Simone Biles, multiple-time gold medalist, some believe the most dominant athlete in her sport of all time. There are some tricks she can land that she's the only woman in the world who can pull it off. And yet those very same tricks are judged down by the judges because they're dangerous in the eyes of the judges. She is not getting bonus points for creativity. In fact, in some of her routines, she would get more points for doing a more standard routine better than these tricks that she's doing. Is it fair? No. But again, in society, in most areas, we do not get bonus points for creativity. Creativity counts. We like to see creativity, but don't expect the standards to be raised just because it's creative. And this is where artists go wrong all of the time. They conflate quality with creativity. Artists go out to an edge that's so far out there that yes, it's very creative, but it doesn't relate to the society they currently live in. And there are examples where people will say, well, Van Gogh was ahead of his time, and so that's what I'm doing with my creativity. And maybe you're right, but there were other things going on with Van Gogh. Most people that cut off their ears do not turn into Van Gogh. And so again, you're conflating two things. You're conflating the bonus points that Van Gogh got later after he passed away for creativity, and that creativity counts and that we still admire what Van Gogh was able to do. So we're outside of the standardized testing realm, and we need your creativity, and not just in the arts. We need creative servers at restaurants. We need creative problem solvers in companies. We need creative ways that connect us in a more digital and isolating age. But in the end, creativity is about solving problems in new and interesting ways that connect different ideas. It's not about scoring bonus points on a test.